One of my favorite things about having a channel is that I get to have opinions. And then once I put my opinions out into the atmosphere, I get to double back and see what my opinions were, if my opinions made sense, how my opinions fared, am I crazy, all of those different things. And I get to do that in this episode. I had a series where I ran 9 players that I was excited to see in the NFL draft. I thought they would all go at different times, and I wanted to see where they went for a lot of various different reasons. And so now that the draft has happened, I wanted to circle back and go back through those 9 players to see where they went, to see where they were targeted. And the best part is every single one of them went to a team. 2 of them went undrafted. The rest of the 7 ended up being drafted to a team. And it was also interesting to see where they went, to what teams they went to. And some of them, I love where they went. I love where they went because they have an opportunity to really prove themselves. And they have an opportunity that if it doesn't work out where they're at as an undrafted free agent, because the team they went to has a lot of sometimes good people that come out of that system, the chances of them landing somewhere else is very high. And I'm excited about all the players. I always say, in life, half the time, all you want is a chance. You want a chance to do something. I'm the same way. Just give me a chance to prove to you that if we collaborate, it won't be that bad. Give me a chance to prove to you that I have my crap together. That is how I feel like these players are going into this. They have a chance to prove that they can do something for a team in the NFL, and I love to see it, and I love it for these players. Now I have the evidence that tells me where they're going to go, so why would I not talk about it? I hope you're enjoying your video. Don't forget to hit that like button, double check and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. If you think about it, leave me a comment in the comment section below as well. And did I say turn on those notification bells? If I didn't, make sure you turn on those notification bells. Like the video, make sure you're subscribed, turn the notification bells, leave me a comment section in the comment section below. I'll let you get back to your video. The first 2 players I want to talk about are the undrafted guys. So the first guy is going to be Ethan Burke. The second guy is going to be Jeff Caldwell. So for Ethan Burke, being able to go to the Ravens, undrafted free agency, my thoughts are that he probably picked the Ravens. And the truth of the matter is he fits really well with what the Ravens need as far as his body type, his ability to develop. And also one of the things I like about Ethan Burke is his ability to make special teams plays. And special teams are super important, especially in the AFC North. I mean, the Steelers went to the playoffs because of special teams. And so Ethan Burke has a real chance to make that team and to make an impact on that team because he should have chances to make an impact for no other reason other than his frame. And the other thing I know about Ethan Burke is he is used to competition. He is used to having to come in to compete and to do the things that will earn him a spot on that team. And so I like him being at the Ravens for him. I don't like it for me so much, but he's a Texas guy. So I will cheer for him to be successful. I don't care what team it's on. I just want him to be successful. And then there's Jeff Caldwell. Jeff Caldwell was a sleeper to me. Jeff Caldwell was one of those guys that I knew a lot of people weren't really sure who he was. A lot of people weren't sure really what they're going to get out of him, but there is a little bit of rawness to his game. And so he was going to need to go to somewhere that he could get good coaching and he could get good development. And he went to the Kansas City Chiefs. And as much as I hate to say this, that is a perfect spot for him. He is going to be able to learn from a great coaching staff. He's going to be able to learn from a great team. And it would not surprise me if week 1 or in training camp, as things started to happen, we started to hear Jeff Caldwell's name because he is fast and he is tall. He just needs to work on his catching and his consistency a little bit and his attack on the football. But going to the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be a blessing in disguise for him. And if they get a guy that is angry or annoyed that he didn't get drafted and that he was an undrafted free agent, he has a unique opportunity to go into that Kansas City Chiefs locker room and make a name for himself. So him, Xavier Worthy, they have speed at receiver. Worthy's the smaller version, but they have speed at that receiver position. Then I think Kansas City needs some of that speed. And so seeing Jeff Caldwell go undrafted wasn't great, but seeing him land with the Kansas City Chiefs, I don't know if it could have been better for him. So kudos to him. I hope he shines and does well for the Kansas City Chiefs. So we have Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese, I said, is going to probably be the biggest project to be an early pick, but might have the highest ceiling in the first round. That is my personal opinion because he's only 20 years old. He's growing into the things that he's going to be able to do. And we really don't know what he's going to look like in a year and 2 years. I've always said, and I'll continue to say here, the thing that's going to make Arvell Reese a star or to just be another guy that the Giants drafted is going to be his ability to learn, his ability to develop, and how his body grows. If he falls in love with football, if he falls in love with the process, if he falls in love with being the best player that he can possibly be, Arvell Reese is going to be a problem. He is already good, but in order to be great, you have to get this nasty desire to be great, and you have to grind it out, and you have to want to be great so bad that it is all you think about. It is all you wake up to do. And I hope that that is him, because if it is, he is going to be a great pickup for the New York Giants. And I just can't wait to see how he develops. So shout out to him. Harbaugh got himself a good one there. And then there's Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain falling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is actually the best thing that might have happened to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, mainly because now you have a pissed off Ruben Bain. I like Ruben Bain as a player regardless. Now having him drop that far and going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they might have gotten themselves a great pickup. I have been on record as saying, I understand measurables. I understand that measurables matter. I understand that I cannot ignore measurables. I'm okay with that. Everywhere else, he shines. And if everywhere else you're going to shine, give me that guy. Give me the guy that has the attitude. Give me the guy that has the desire. Give me the guy that has short arms. I don't really care about that. The one thing I always say that I didn't know that was going to happen with Bain, because I didn't see him run the 40 or anything like that, is going to be his speed and how that's going to play in the NFL. But I am kind of glad for him that he fell to Tampa Bay, because now he gets to continue to have that chip on his shoulder, and he gets to go out there and prove himself on a Tampa Bay defense that is really pretty good. And so I love that for Ruben Bain. And I know he's probably annoyed that he fell, but him falling to that team might have been the biggest blessing in disguise. And that is just my personal opinion. So first we'll talk about Jacob Rodriguez. I mentioned in my video, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I said it wouldn't surprise me if he went day 1, and it wouldn't surprise me if he went day 2. He ended up going day 2 in round 2, and he went to the Dolphins. He went to a Dolphins team that I feel like is building and trying to figure some things out, and they're trying to make some things make sense. Jacob Rodriguez in the center of that defense, when you're trying to figure things out and when you're trying to make sense, that is brilliant. I love the pickup there. I love where they got him. And if he is half of what they think he could be, they have gotten themselves a great player. I always say, when you get to the NFL, there's elite level, top 1% of 1% of 1% in the NFL that is absolutely fantastic. They just are. And then there's the next level where more players fit in, where they're just consistent, they're balanced, they create some foundation for your team, and you're able to build off them through leadership and things like that. That is what Jacob Rodriguez is to me, and I believe that's probably what he's going to be to the Miami Dolphins. After Jacob Rodriguez, we have D'Angelo Pons, and I was excited to see D'Angelo Pons, A, go in the second round. That was exciting for me. And B, go to the New York Jets, because the Jets had a good draft. And if Aaron Glenn can get that team going and can get them figured out, D'Angelo Pons is in a perfect spot. And a lot of people have said he plays like Aaron Glenn. So what better place to go to than a place where you play like your coach, right? What a great opportunity for him. I loved him. He was my favorite player coming out of college in this draft. He was the first person I knew when I created this series I was going to talk about, because I always say you can't teach attitude, you can't teach tenacity, you can't teach that I don't care what you're going to do, I am going to play my game type of energy. So sign me up for D'Angelo Pons any day of the week. Congratulations, D'Angelo Pons. I was so excited to see him go so high to the Jets. So that was amazing to see. And then rounding out my second round draft picks is going to be Anthony Hill Jr., my Anthony Hill Jr., that I'm not ready to let go of, but I know it's over. I know he's with the Titans. I was excited that he's with the Titans, and that's great for him. He is going to be a star in the NFL. I don't know what the star is going to look like. I don't know how big that star is going to get. However, Anthony Hill Jr. is going to have a unique opportunity to go in there and be an important piece of that Titans defense. I really, really loved watching him get drafted. I love that he is going to be on a team that he's going to be able to play. And what makes it even better is he goes to a team in the second round, and I'm super excited for him. I don't think that there were like 6 better linebackers in the NFL draft than Anthony Hill Jr. The great news is he gets to prove me right, and he gets to go to Tennessee and show up and show out. And I am so excited to see him play for the Titans this season. Nobody on my list went in round 3. The next 2 guys are the last 2 guys that I have that got drafted that I have, as if like these are my players that I'm representing through an agency. But the last 2 is going to be Zane Durant. He went in the 5th round, and Malik Muhammad from Texas. The best thing about watching Zane Durant go is he went to the Bills. And I needed him to go to a team that actually needed him and that was actually going to be able to make an impact, because now I get to see what is going to matter the most when it comes to Zane Durant. Are his measurables going to come to play? Or is he going to be able to show up in a way and the Bills are going to be able to use him in a way that makes sense? What Zane Durant does in the NFL, I am going to be watching, because it is going to tell me what I need to know about the defensive tackle position as far as how it transitions from college to the NFL. And I'm fascinated just to see how they play him. And I'm excited to see if he's going to earn that spot. I'm excited to see if he is going to get in there as a 5th round draft pick and earn his spot on that team. That is something that I'm going to watch out for. And then Malik Muhammad coming from Texas, going to the Bears. Great pickup from the Bears. The thing that pops out to me about Malik Muhammad is his athleticism and his ball sense of always knowing where the ball is, and his ability to play defense. If you watch any Texas games last year, or if you watch Malik Muhammad play in a real game and you watch the whole game, you will notice a lot of teams were not targeting Malik Muhammad. They were not going to his side. And when they did go to his side, he usually made them pay for it. And so I like Malik Muhammad going to the Bears. I do think Malik Muhammad should have gone on day 2, but him going on day 3, him going in the 4th round, him figuring out how to be a pro, how to be in the NFL, how to do all those things, I believe that he can do it, because I do believe that he loves football. And another guy that is going to be a little bit annoyed, a little bit pissed off, and he can go in there and prove himself. And I love to see that. All 9 of them are currently on a team, and I hope that they go out there, work their butts off, earn it, and stay on those teams. But shout out to these 9 guys, and I just hope that they have long careers, and I'm talking about them in 5 or 6 years. That would actually be fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about any of these guys, or let me know if there was somebody that you were watching in the draft that you were following, wondering when they were going to get drafted. As always, I'll see you in my next video.